Well, I finally made it. It's pretty cold outside. I gotta say, I walked out of the airport and the snot started to like freeze inside my nostril. That type of cold air. Other than that, it's pretty sunny outside. So I think what I'm gonna do a little later on is go out and take some shots around the city, go downtown and push myself to explore. It's again one of those days where it's like you got to take advantage of the sun, and golden hour is just in a few moments. So I'm going to really try and push myself this week to experience new things, to try something new. I think tomorrow I'm going to go look for a grain elevator, and that'll be pretty cool. We'll see. There's supposed to be some grain elevators around here. Again, it's one of these really interesting places. I don't think that someone who's from Newfoundland, or even where I'm from, Eastern or from Southern Ontario, which is pretty flat in some spots, like this is flat. Like you could take a ruler and literally put it on the horizon and it would match up. I guess that's why they call the college that I'm going to Horizon. I just got that. Oh, you're in Saskatchewan, Horizon, the never-ending horizon. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna go out and see what I can find in the city and get familiar with it. It's some strange roads, so wish me luck and pray that I don't get into any accidents. Okay, this city is just absolutely a tundra. It's crazy, but it's nice. It's beautiful. I would imagine, in the middle of all the snow. Like, it's not like Newfoundland. Newfoundland is just dumped on with mountains of snow, but this is actually pretty decent. This is not too much, not too little. It's just the right amount for this time of year, despite the fact that it's minus 26 and I can't feel my lip. That was like weird. This town is just, it's almost like there's nobody around. I mean, it's Saturday. You'd expect it to be a little busy, but yeah, there's just like nobody around. It's like, ooh, almost slipped. It's crazy, man. There's like nobody around. Like, all the streets are wide and big, but there's just no traffic on it. It's the strangest city. Oh, that cold is getting into me now. Well, so far, I photographed some concrete stuff. I was downtown. I drove through downtown. It's beautiful in there, but there's just nowhere to park. So I got to try to figure that out, because I want to get some snaps. There's some really old buildings in there that are absolutely gorgeous. This is actually their Rotary Park. This is their Rotary Park here. You can see it's like beautiful park, but I guess it's just because it's minus 25. No one wants to be out of that. I think I just ran out of, oh, I should have gone back there. Oh, great. Okay. I'm gonna walk on the road and hope I don't get hit. This might not have been a good idea. No, not a good idea. Now I gotta go all the way back, all the way over here. I will say that for Saskatoon, things aren't necessarily clearly marked out. So if you're a first time visitor to this place and you're used to the way things are in like Ontario or the East Coast, it's gonna be, it can be problematic because the signage here is not the best. But I could imagine, like, if this was a summer day, this place would be beautiful. I wouldn't even think twice about going on downtown there. But minus 25, I did about half a kilometer walk there. And I think that's enough for today. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit warmer and I'll be able to find some grain elevators. I know I keep going on about grain elevators, but they're just so cool. They're so prairie-like. Such a touristy thing to say. Anyways, gotta get back to the car. Well, that was some serious cold. I don't think I ever want to feel that again. Hopefully tomorrow it's supposed to go down by a few degrees, but we'll see. I'm not so sure. But I got the whole day tomorrow to go and explore and do some cool things. And again, maybe I'll find those grain elevators. This is beautiful. We're out here enjoying the great sunrise over the prairies, and there's just like a little bit of clouds just covering it, and it just wants to get over the peak. And like, I'm hoping my camera lasts that long, because man alive, this is beautiful out here. And if that sun can just get over the hump, and like every once in a while it looks like it's just gonna peek over and then another cloud rolls in. There you can see it. So close. So close. Beautiful. It's just gorgeous out here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh man, too close. Well, there she is in her fullest glory, coming up through. This is great. This is fantastic. You know what, I'm looking at everything around me. It's just, you can go to a completely different part of the country and you can feel like you're on a different planet. It's amazing. And why do I have to come all the way to Saskatchewan to see a sunrise when there's a sunrise every day in Newfoundland? But for some reason here, it just inspires me in a way that, oh, I can't describe it. It's like a mystical experience. and I'm freezing, but it's mystical. And maybe I had to come out here to experience the true nature, well, the true nature of nature. And this is just fantastic. This is great. So I'm driving to a little town called Aberdeen, and supposedly there is some grain elevator there, an older grain elevator. This looks like, I got a spot here. 1 second, holy smokes, I can't believe what I just came across. I don't know if you can see it, but and the road is pretty rough here. This is just, it's pavement, but it's all been stripped up. Like ridges. Not sure what's going on, but I mean, the drive is beautiful. It's just an endless expanse of just field. You know, my origin story, my mom's side of family came from Manitoba, which is the province next door. And I always kind of wondered, you know, they were Mennonite, they were pretty strict, they were pretty uptight. And I wondered why they were that way. And the more that I look at the surroundings of the prairies, beautiful as it is, it takes a certain type of character to want to live here and to want to make a life, especially back in the day when they were here in the early 1900s, late 1800s. Well, I made it to the grain elevator, and I'm going to go out there now and try and take some shots. I've been trying to get different viewpoints, but for some reason, I brought the wrong focal length, so I'm stuck with a 24, which is not really giving me what I want. So I've had to kind of rely on my iPhone, which I didn't really want to do. But okay, so here we go. Let's go see if I can get beautiful morning out here. Shots here, though. So I'm here up front. This thing is just massive. And these things were dotted all over the prairies at one time. There's only a handful of them now, really. I think in Saskatchewan there's almost 50 to 100, somewhere in that bracket. But there used to be a lot more. And they've just kind of deteriorated. Oh boy, that is mind-numbingly cold. I spent too long over there, but these are like the skyscrapers of the prairies. I mean, you think about how tall these things are, it's crazy. This thing is tall, man. It's massive. I am so glad that I came out here and I pushed myself. You know, it was a bit of a weird drive. I get really nervous about driving in roads that I'm not too sure about, but to see one of the man-made wonders of the prairies is something else. Stuff you see in books since I was a kid, in every photography book by Canadians, for Canadians, you see these grain elevators and they just tower over the horizon. I mean, I saw this grain elevator probably about 10 kilometers back. It's so flat here, I could see it for 10 kilometers. It just dominates the skyline. And I'm really glad that I got to see it in the flesh. I can't help but think, driving around Aberdeen, we have such a limited understanding of our country. I grew up in Southern Ontario, just around the corner from Toronto, on the border with the US. I had everything at my fingertips. Culture, urban life, even though I grew up rural, because I did have rural life too. I had everything. Within a 30-minute drive, I had everything that I could ever want in an environment. Niagara Falls, parklands, everything. And so my perspective was so limited, though, over what it meant to be Canadian, because I didn't really understand how the rest of the country lived. And I think this kind of comes up in what people talk about with Western alienation. We can get trapped in our myopic viewpoint on what it means to be Canadian, whether we're grown up in Toronto or Niagara or where I live now in Newfoundland and Labrador, that we really miss out on the vastness of culture in this country. We really, until we come out here and experience some of this, and this is just a taste, this isn't me living out here, this isn't me, until we fully understand what it's like to live in these various parts of Canada, how can we say we know what the true Canadian experience is? Hi, can I get a grande dark roast with 1 cream and 1 sugar? You too. So my pre-teaching routine is actually very routine. I generally go to Starbucks and pick up a coffee. I planned a little bit the night before last night, just thinking about the lectures, going over the lectures, making sure I knew where I'm going, where I was going for today. Today's a little different because I had to be at the school early to do a tour because I've never been to the campus here. And so they want to just kind of show me the sights and sounds, I guess. But that's pretty much it. I'll get in today and I'll do, I'll go through the syllabus as the first thing, and then we'll get kick-started into the actual lecturing. But I enjoy it. This is actually my favorite part of doing these little adventures, is the teaching. That's why I flew all these kilometers here, was to teach. And teaching has been a passion of my life for a very long time. And I actually am going to do a video about that coming up soon. and when I talk about exploring my PhD and the history behind that. And so, yeah, I'm really passionate about teaching. The subject matter is a little more generalized, where I would like to be more specific. But listen, in this climate and culture of teaching, where the models for teaching post-secondary are changing, I'm just grateful to be given the opportunity to do what I love, go to a different place, and yeah, and just really be about the craft. So I'm excited, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a really good day for teaching. So. Morning, how are you?
It's all a game, we take the blame. I roll the dice, hoping you feel the same.
All right, so we're here. We're gonna go and try a new restaurant called Bistro and B. I don't think it's new, but it's new to me. And we're gonna see what it's like. Saskatoon's one of Saskatoon's most highly recommended places to eat. I'm here with my buddy Steven, and we're just trying to figure out how to pay. It says 2 hours, but we're not entirely sure. Hoping that's gonna work. We'll see. Well, we just had a amazing amount of food, and I had a barbecue brisket sandwich that was just out of this world, along with a mac and cheese that can be only described as epic and glorious. Bistro and B was just a fantastic spot to go. If you're in Saskatoon, I highly recommend going to this place to get some meat. It's just a wonderful, wonderful establishment, top rated, and definitely, if I ever find myself back here, going to go and have that again. But for now, I am extremely stuffed and a little bit tired, but 5 stars from me for sure. All right, we're here at this not Rand McNally, it's McNally Robinson. This is crazy bookstore. What a big old book up there. Gordie Howe Bridge.
Yeah, that's the...
How wide it goes back. All right, we're gonna go head back down that way. Crazy. That's a long way down. So we're all the way up there and then all the way down here. That's crazy. Well, how do you pronounce that again? That's me. Wasson. Or Diefenbaker. Well, that was quite the week in Saskatchewan, and I'm at the airport now. It's like 3:45, and so I'm exhausted, tired, but it's been what a journey here. It's been in Saskatchewan, so I've just got to see some things that I've never seen before, experience some things that I've never experienced before. Got to do what I love, which is teach. And but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go and go back home, see family, and I'll always take these memories with me. This was unlike anything I could possibly imagine, or this was a good trip. And it surprised me in a few ways, and I got to meet some new friends, got to reconnect with some old friends, but I'm ready to go home and see family and take all of these things in my heart. And I'm glad that I pushed myself to see a few things that I wouldn't have otherwise got to push myself. So yeah, I'm really thankful for the trip.